least on my side. What's next Monday? MLK. What's that? Oh yeah. I'm from Denmark.
Do you guys work or do people normally?
We always work.
Alright guys, so welcome to the podcast. So this is our first setup, so excuse us a little messy. We have Jonathan here, it's J&J, and we also have Kyle sitting here. He's our handsome model real estate agent, sitting there being cool. And then we have Sandy here behind the screens. So, but yeah, this is the first podcast that we're sort of doing in the new space. So again, we apologize that there's not more.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. And me and Jonathan will bright up the room for it today. But no, today we wanted to discuss, because me and Jonathan both have been sort of back and forth about how to keep buyers entertained, right? So if you're a real estate agent or new to the field or old to the field or anything in that matter, ask yourselves, first of all, before we start giving away our secrets, comment below, how do you guys currently market? How do you keep buyers entertained? And how do you keep people who doesn't want to buy right now and sell right now? How do you keep them in the loop? And if you comment sending them market reports, we're gonna come after you.
I was just talking to you.
Alright, Kyle, you
This is the side that don't show up real estate, huh?
Here we are. I will call as soon as we get off the train, in Hawaii. What time is it there? Question mark?
How many time zones do you think you're talking to at a time?
Time zones, today like 5. No cake bites, no anything.
Cake bites would have really done well right now. It's actually big, Kyle. We're big.
Yeah, we're pretty big. And this is like a Harry Potter, like, yeah, like, but for real though, you should almost do that if you were to buy. Yeah, so the one we have on like this, just like round, and then those other buildings. Okay, so we are here with Anna. She is a member of the Next Gen team with us here at Highline. And basically this video, we just want to introduce Anna because we feel like we haven't gotten enough of her. So we're going to ask Anna some questions, get some conversations out of her, and we'll just basically hear about her life. You guys will hear about her life. So Anna, why don't you tell us, where did you grow up and what made you move to the city?
So I was born in San Francisco, California, so I'm technically a Californian.
Okay.
And then I grew up in Washington State.
Oh,
actually.
I did not think that.
Yes. No, most people would not think that, because I'm totally polar opposite from like a Washington type person.
How was Washington?
It was dreadfully boring and not where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I knew that very early on in my life, and that's why I always had like this, drive to get out of there, because I knew that's not where I belonged.
Yeah.
So long story short, I grew up there, went to school there. I did a lot of sports, track and field, varsity, all that fun stuff.
You went to school there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to high school and I did like my AA degree there.
Okay.
But I did it all simultaneously while getting my high school diploma. So I was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because I was in a rush to leave. And get out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. So then the first place I went to was California.
Okay.
And ended up in Beverly Hills, luckily. But I did not like living in LA at all. It was not my cup of tea.
So there's a lot of people that say that, like the difference between New York and LA. Why didn't you like it?
I mean, I didn't like the people. Like, they're very superficial, not substantial, and they have like no edge and no like drive. Like, everyone's an actor or a washed up actor or washed up wannabe playmate. And a bunch of creepy entertainment people. It just was not for me. And the traffic is really bad too.
Yeah, the traffic is a killer.
Terrible.
Okay, so that's the start of Anna.
Yeah.
Anna in New York. When did she move?
So I moved in New York towards the end of 2018. actually, because I was dating this guy in LA, but he lived in LA part-time. He lived in New York more full-time.
Okay.
And he said, why don't you just move to New York? And I said, that's a good idea, because I had come to New York a couple times prior for New York Fashion Week, do some runway shows. And I was like addicted to the energy and the speed and the vitality and like the people. So it's like New York has like this energy, and I know you can understand what I'm saying. Like, it's addicting, and anywhere you go in the world, like I've been all over the world, but every time it's good to get away because New York can be very stressful. But then you also can't wait to come back.
I know.
Because like you're plugged right back into the power source. So there's no place like it.
It's weird.
So it's amazing.
Because you leave and you're like, you have to
Oh
start
my god.
back.
Yeah, literally.
It's weird.
And even though it's cold, a lot of people are like, oh, it's cold. Oh, I'm just like, that's why you have fur coats, baby. Like,
Right.
Come on.
Honestly, winter time,
like,
better fashion.
It's better. I love
Yeah.
winter fashion.
So, advice for new agents, and especially younger agents, if you're getting into the game and if you want to get into the game. First of all, don't get into it if you've seen it on shows and shit like that. That's not how it is. So don't do it based on that. Do it because you like it. Do it because you think you have value to add. Do it because you think you can hustle. Real estate is probably the hardest job on the planet. You are working 24/7. You cannot leave. You cannot take a break. You can lose 5 years of work in 1 week, right? Literally, if you leave, let's say you go, on a bender, something like that, and you've worked for 5 years building up your client base, you don't answer that client base for that week, they're gone. Now you have to start all over. So first of all, think about, do you have the time and energy to desert your friends, family, and everybody else for 4 years, every single day in the beginning? That's number one, right? Number two, do you have a network? And I believe most people do. You just have to find it. Don't buy the leads, don't buy the courses. And these can come from gaming, a gaming community. It can come from fantasy football. It can come from, for me, for example, Danes in New York City, something like that. I think everybody has a niche. Any community, right? That's a niche. That's where you start. You start with the inner circle. However, when you start with the inner circle, you want to have someone that is there and knows what they're doing. Otherwise, you burn that inner circle, and that is your only shot to making it. So once you approach that inner circle, you want to make sure that first of all you have a mentor, or you have someone that's really, really good at what they're doing on a team. That doesn't necessarily have to be a mentor, but just someone, you join a team, they know what they're doing, and therefore can help you service your inner circle so that they are getting the best service that they can and will come back to you in 3 years and refer more and more and more. However, if you don't know anybody, you don't have any form of niche, you're new to the city, you still join a team, or you do what I did, you do rentals. You do open market listing rentals. That's a hustle, and it's crazy. It's like the Wild West, basically. If you can be successful at that, you can be successful at the top, like over 100 million. It's the same kind of thing, Wild West. My advice is don't do it. Don't do it unless you really have the hustle in you. And if you have that hustle in you and you really think you do, then that is the best fucking job you can have for a platform or a springboard to anything. Because you're about to meet billionaires, millionaires, everybody on a daily basis. You're about to network like crazy. You're about to have the best springboard into any career that you would ever fucking want. Then it's the best job in the entire world. And I don't think of it as a job, it's a lifestyle, right? There is no work-life balance. This is your life. That's how you have to think of it. And the apartment numbers.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy will hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, didn't complain, this was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me.
Are you live right now?
No, we're just recording for the show.
Next week, and he can view it Tuesday after 7 p.m.
After 7 p.m. on Thursday?
On Tuesday or Thursday, yes.
Okay, on Tuesday or Thursday, you got it. I can definitely set that up after 7 p.m.
Also comes in.
And what I did is you can put in,
It's stunning.
what you could do here is